There's this simple Hindi nursery rhyme. You'd probably just think it's for kids, right? But what if I told you that its catchy little tune is actually hiding a really profound lesson about our most basic human needs? Today, we're going to dig in and uncover that hidden message. Okay, so let's get real. It's a question we've all faced at some point, whether you're a parent, a sibling, or just happen to be there. What does a crying baby really want? We try to guess, we offer things, but what if the real solution is something we tend to overlook? This little rhyme offers a surprisingly clear answer.
So, the story kicks off with a scene that's super familiar, something that happens in homes all over the world. But it frames this everyday problem like a little riddle, challenging us to look past the obvious. And here it is. The first line is simply, "The little baby was crying." This one little sentence, it's the spark that ignites the whole story. It kicks off a series of well-meaning attempts to solve a problem that's way more complex than it seems on the surface. So the crying doesn't stop, and one by one, a few different people show up, and each one thinks they have the perfect fix. But, as we're about to see, they're all kind of missing the mark. First up is the brother. He hears the crying, he rushes in to help, and what does he do? He goes for the classic, the go-to solution for any upset kid. Yup, a toy. It makes sense, right? It's the logical, material fix. The thinking is, the baby's sad, toys are fun, so a toy should fix it. Simple problem, simple solution. Or is it?
Yeah, no, it doesn't work. The rhyme is super direct about it. The baby didn't like it. So, okay, the problem isn't about being bored. And the crying? It just keeps going.
All right, attempt number 2. The sister hears the crying and decides to step in. She's got a similar idea, but she decides to up the ante a bit. Her big idea? Chocolate. So, we've leveled up from a toy to a sweet treat. Again, the logic seems solid. If a toy didn't cut it, maybe a little piece of chocolate will do the trick. But nope, another total rejection. The rhyme says, the baby didn't eat the chocolate at all. We're definitely starting to see a pattern here, aren't we? 2 totally different material things, both things a kid would usually love, and nothing. The problem isn't getting solved. And finally, Dad steps up to the plate. He hears this kid still crying, and he comes in with what you could call the ultimate offering, kind of like the final boss of kid treats. He brings out the big guns. Ice cream. I mean, come on. A toy didn't work, chocolate didn't work, but ice cream? That's got to be the answer, right? This is the peak of trying to solve the problem with stuff. And can you believe it? For the third time, it's a total fail. The baby didn't eat the ice cream at all. So now the mystery is real. The baby said no to a toy, no to chocolate, and now no to ice cream. What on earth is going on? It's clearly not about being hungry or bored. So what is it about? Okay, so after 3 strikes with material things, the real solution is about to show up. And trust me, it's not at all what the family, or probably what you, were expecting. And that's when the mother comes in. But what's really interesting is what she doesn't have. No toys, no snacks, no objects at all. Her entire approach is completely different. So what does she do? It's pure action, pure connection. The rhyme says she held and patted the baby. See, it's not an offering, it's an action. It's about physical comfort, making the baby feel safe and secure. It costs absolutely nothing, and all it takes is just being there. And the result? Bam, it's immediate, and it's absolute. The baby's smile returned. Just like that, problem solved. The crying stops, the baby's happy again. And it wasn't because of a thing, it was because of a simple, loving touch. So, what are we supposed to take away from this little story? Well, it all boils down to this really sharp contrast between 2 totally different ways of solving a problem. Look at it this way. On one side, you've got all the stuff, the toy, the chocolate, the ice cream. These are all attempts to, distract the baby or quiet them down. But on the other side, you've got pure emotional comfort. Being held, being patted, being soothed. And that isn't about distraction at all. It's about connection. And that, right there, is the whole point. When you really think about it, the baby wasn't crying for a thing at all. The baby was crying for a feeling. That feeling of being safe, of being secure, of being connected. It's such a simple way to show a really deep psychological truth, right? This fundamental human need for attachment. The rhyme is basically telling us that when we're upset, what we truly need often isn't more stuff, it's genuine human comfort. And that kind of brings us to the big question for all of us, doesn't it? In our own lives, when someone we care about is hurting, how often is our first instinct to offer a material fix? Buy them a gift, take them out for a nice dinner, try to distract them? Maybe the real answer, the most powerful solution, is a lot simpler. Maybe it's just being present, really listening, and offering that simple human comfort of connection. Definitely something to think about.